So in terms of strategic execution in, say, an online business or in a post-startup world, the principles remain the same as for any scale of enterprise. I think the big thing that's different is pace. The speed of execution, the speed of events surrounding the enterprise is just far greater. It's just faster. But the principles remain the same as I said. I think the important thing in terms of balance is that if you engage with an organization like Mentor, for example, what you're doing is you are providing consistency and ensuring consistency in terms of how you view everything. As a CEO, you really are the only one who has a view of the whole landscape. Everyone else is running as fast as they can in their functional area or to deliver an outcome or to get from A to B as fast as possible. As the CEO, you're having to look across that whole landscape. And of course, there's a lot of emotion involved. People get very attached to and bound up with the exercise or the initiative or the market or the product that they are excited about and interested in. So you have to find a way of having a platform that, in a sense, takes that down to a very fundamental level of how strategically important is this and how strategically aligned is it with the outcomes you've set for the whole company. How hard is it to do? What's the complexity or the cost, the expense of getting it done, and how long is it going to take, and how much money is it going to make or save? So you have to find a mechanism and a model via which you can almost dispassionately, and clinical is always the wrong word, but very objectively is the right word, look across that whole landscape and be able to say, right, what are we going to push harder on? What are we going to maybe slow down a little bit? Where are we going to put more money? What are we going to disinvest from? And I think in terms of with a kind of post-startup business or a very fast-moving entrepreneurial business, you still need to do that stuff, but you have to make it light touch enough that it's not slowing things down. And that's a very difficult thing to do. But if you can get it done, what it means is you're always having very dynamic but very fact-based conversations with people who are running really fast and are sometimes quite highly emotionally charged, which is it's the energy you need in the organization, but it needs to be channeled in the right way. And as a CEO, you need to be able to have the conversations to explain very quickly why something is being pushed harder when something else might not be, and why one thing is getting more money than something else is. So, I have, worked with Mentor historically, and, something that I've also stuck very closely with myself is around how do you make those conversations with your team's objective around which of the strategic programs you're pushing and which ones you're pulling and when.